Hello everybody, this is Mr. Kimmel with another screencast for Life Science. Today, let's learn about your kingdom, the animal kingdom. Belong to the kingdom Animalia. They are multicellular organisms with eukaryotic cells. They are found everywhere, on land, in water, and in the air. Most animals move about. All animals are heterotrophs. The study of animals is called zoology. Symmetry of an animal's body is a trend in the classification of animals. Body symmetry refers to how alike or different the halves of the body are, depending where you divide it. There are three types of body symmetry in animals: asymmetry, radial symmetry, and bilateral symmetry. The prefix a means not, so asymmetry is having no symmetry. The body of a sponge is asymmetrical. Animals with radial symmetry have a top and bottom. They have no front or back, and no body parts are organized around an axis, meaning if you cut their body in half in any direction, you get two equal halves. A starfish has a radial symmetry. Animals with bilateral symmetry have a top and a bottom, a front and a back, and a left and a right. Having this type of symmetry means that you can cut an organism in half in one direction and get two equal halves. Organisms with bilateral symmetry have a head. An example is a butterfly. There are two main groups of animals: invertebrates and vertebrates. 7% of all species of animals are invertebrates. They have no backbone, and most have an exoskeleton, or a skeleton on the outside of their body. Let's look at some phyla of invertebrates. Sponges are found in phylum Porifera. They have porous, asymmetrical bodies that remain attached to the ocean floor their whole lives. This is called sessile. They take water in their bodies and filter out their food. All animals in phylum Cnidaria have stinging cells. These include jellyfish, sea anemones, and corals. Most of these have radial symmetry. In phylum Echinodermata have spiny skin. These include sand dollars, starfish, and sea urchins. These animals all have radial symmetry. In phylum Mollusca have soft bodies and hard shells on the inside or outside of their bodies. This phylum is divided into three main classes. Class Gastropoda includes snails and slugs. Class Bivalvia are animals with two shells, like clams and oysters. Class Cephalopodia include octopi and squid. Phylum Arthropoda is made up of animals with segmented bodies and jointed appendages. These can be divided into three main classes. Lobsters and crabs are in class Crustacea. Spiders and ticks are in class Arachnida. Bees and butterflies are in class Insecta. 3% of species on Earth are vertebrates. Most vertebrates do have a backbone, and they have an endoskeleton, or a skeleton on the inside of their body. You might think that vertebrates would be classified into phylum Vertebrata, but nope, their phylum is phylum Chordata. That's because there's one exception here. There's an animal called a tunicate that is an invertebrate chordate. That is, it has no vertebrae or backbone, but is a chordate. Chordate is an animal with these four characteristics when it is developing embryo: a notochord, a nerve cord, a pharyngeal pouches, and a postanal tail. So there's a subphylum called Vertebrata that includes all vertebrates. Some vertebrates are ectothermic and some are endothermic. Ectothermic animals are cold-blooded. That is, their body temperature changes with the temperature of their surroundings. Fish, amphibians, and reptiles are ectotherms. Endothermic animals are warm-blooded. That is, their body temperature does not change with the temperature of their surroundings. Birds and mammals are endotherms. Class Chondrichthyes is made of fish with skeletons made of cartilage. These include sharks, skates, and rays. Osteichthyes include fish with skeletons made of bone. Amphibia include animals with thin, moist skin. Their larvae live in aquatic environments, but the adults can be aquatic or terrestrial. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are all amphibians. Class Reptile is made of animals with a dry, scaly skin. These include turtles and tortoises, crocs and gators, lizards and snakes. Birds are classified in class Aves. They have feathers and hollow bones, which allow them to be light enough to fly. Finally, class Mammalia includes animals with hair on their bodies and nurse their young with milk. In summary, most animals are invertebrates who have no backbone. Vertebrates who do have a backbone. Which would an alpaca be? That's all for now. Thanks for watching.